Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm using this set by Tracy as inspiration to my set. I have changed up the design a little bit, mainly because mine aren't as long. But I did love this set, so I did want to try and recreate something similar. So first of all, I'm going to be removing my previous set, which I wish I'd have recorded doing this set because I absolutely loved them. They're my favourite set up to date. As you can see, well, if you can see, there is no lifting whatsoever on these. Had these on for about 2 weeks. I've been using the new monomer from Cjp called the One, and it is absolutely brilliant. It is primerless and it is amazing. So I shall pretty much use this liquid now all the time. So yeah, getting back to the removal, what I'm doing here is I'm using my cone bit. It's ceramic cone safety bit, coarse, which I take down the bulk of the nail, and as you can see it really cuts into this acrylic and takes it off. On the nail bed, all I do is take it down to a very thin layer, because you don't want to touch any of your skin or your nail bed with these coarse bits, because it really will damage your nail. So you want to be extra careful going around the cuticle. On the tip, I do remove all of the acrylic. I then take the tip down using this drill bit as well. As you can see there, it completely cuts through that acrylic. Gets rid of all the acrylic on there. I'm only going to show you this on 2 nails because I didn't want you to get bored. So once I've taken the acrylic down as far as I can take it without burning or damaging my nail bed, I'll then remove the rest in acetone. So how I remove my acrylic with acetone is I put a small bowl with 100% acetone in, and I put that small bowl inside a larger bowl of hot water so it heats up the acetone, and by doing this it makes it much quicker to remove the acrylic. After soaking it for about 20 minutes, I take my fingers out of the bowl and I use a very old hand file, which is more or less blunt, and just sort of scrape rather than file. So sort of scrape all the rest of the acrylic off until you're back down to your natural nail. Being careful not to damage my natural nail whilst I'm doing that. Once I've done all 10 nails and I've removed all of the old design, I then wash my hands in hot soapy water, giving them a really good scrub with a nail brush to remove any of the acetone or any of the acrylic dust. You want to get all this off your hands. You don't want to leave anything on your hands whatsoever, so it doesn't irritate the skin. I then, after washing them, put a little bit of hand cream on just to re-nourish the skin, and because filing and acetone does dry your skin out, so by putting a little bit of hand cream on, just softens up the skin again, looks after the skin and the cuticles. So that's it for the removal. So I will come back when this is finished and talk you through the design. So here you can see I've already applied all my tips. I've already done all my prep work and applied my clear tips and a thin layer of clear, which for my clear I always use Cjp crystal glass. I do have a video on my channel for all my prep work, so if you want to go and check that out and see what my prep routine is, please feel free. So on with the design. This little finger, I am doing a full finger of Cjp Sapphire. So on this finger, this is a design change from Tracy Lou's. When she did this, she poured sapphire on the tip and then blended down carbon grey from the cuticle. I'm doing it the opposite way round. I'm putting the carbon grey on the tip and then blending the sapphire down the top. I can honestly say I absolutely love these two colours together. I would never ever thought of putting those two colours together, and this turned out to be, at the end of the design, my favourite nail. So I'll definitely be using this again in another set because I absolutely loved it. I wish I'd have done more fingers like it, but I didn't. So yeah, so I put this carbon grey on the tip, and then I'm just going to let it set for a while I move on to another finger. So on this finger is going to be a glitter. Now on Tracy Lou's, she sort of covered the nail bed and then swooshed down to one side. As mine was shorter, I decided to do the nail bed as the same, and then just bring it down and just leave a little bit of a clear tip towards the end. Like I said, mine was shorter, so I didn't think the swoosh would look as good on these ones as it did on Tracy Lou's. So I'll use Sonia Williams glitter here called Baby Shower, which is lovely. It's got loads of pinks and blues and silvers and a little bit of green inside. And as you can see, I'm applying this glitter by picking up a small bead of crystal glass, which is clear, and then dipping into my glitter and applying it onto the nail, and then just blending it down towards the tip, leaving that little tip edge clear. So going back to that ring finger, I'm now applying the sapphire from the cuticle and blending it down over the carbon grey. I do apply both colours, sort of feeding it backwards and forth to get a nice blend. And I do come back to this nail a bit later on as well and put a bit more on. You just sort of have to keep working on it until you get the blend that you like. But like I said, this was my favourite nail at the end of the design. So I'll definitely be doing this one again, I think, sometime soon. Because they both got the same sort of shimmer in them. So they blended together beautifully. So on the thumb, I'm doing a different design to what Tracy Lou did. When I was doing this set, I couldn't remember what she did on the thumb because I just had the picture in front of me. So I decided that I was just going to put sapphire at the cuticle and blend it down, and then the glitter on the tip and blend it up into the sapphire. Watching the video back of Tracy Lou's, what she did was she blended the carbon grey and the sapphire together just to make like a kind of a marbly pattern on the nail. But like I said, I couldn't remember what she did, so I decided just to do a glitter fade on this nail. So I'm just going to cap now all the nails that you've seen me do here. If you can see on the ring finger, I did already do my smile line before I started to set, and I forgot to press record. So sorry about that, but I just did like a chevron smile line. So I've decided I always seem to cap the nails that I've done before I file in that file line, so I don't get any of the acrylic dust on the coloured part, and then I end up capping that dust into the design. So I always cap all these nails first, get them all done. I have edited this video a little bit, so I do wait until that's dry before I file in the smile line, just so I don't get any dust in any wet acrylics. So I'll just let you watch me cap in all these nails, and then I'll come back when we get to the ring finger. So here I'm just covering up all my acrylics so I don't get any dust in them. I'm now filing in the smile line. It's a little bit out of shot, but I think you can see what I'm doing. I'm just filing up against the acrylic and not down onto my finger, just to get that edge nice and crisp and straight. And I want to get both sides even, so it looks even at the finished I then go across the top just to even it all out, just so the wall is the same thickness all the way around. And then I'm just brushing off with a bit of monomer any of the dust. So I first of all go in with the sapphire, and I just put that all the way around the chevron smile line. Making sure that I get right up into those top corners up by my side walls, and that they both look even. And now I'm adding a little bit of the carbon grey around the edge, just blending it into the sapphire. And then just adding a bit of that glitter. Here I'm just using a wet brush to pick it up and just dab it into the nail, because the acrylic is quite wet anyway. So I'm just dabbing it in. Once I've done all this and I'm happy with the design, I'll then just cap it in clear, and then I will file and buff off camera, and then I'll be back when it's time for top coating. So I finished my filing. I apply a little bit of cuticle oil, lemon, I don't know what it's called, but it's lemon cuticle oil from Cjp. Rub that around the cuticles, and then wash my hands thoroughly to remove all the dust. Give them a dry your hands, wipe over with acetone, and now I'm using tap-free top coat. I then cure in the lamp for 90 seconds. You do only need to cure this for 60 seconds, but I like to cure for 90, that's just my preference. I have left a finished clip at the end, a little video and a photograph for you to see. It's not the best picture. I need to get a better camera or better camera angle to take these pictures. And as you can tell, they're not as nice as Tracy Lou's. Tracy Lou's are still amazing. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you hit the little bell next to the subscribe button, you will be notified of any other videos that I upload. I usually try and upload one every 1 or 2 weeks. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, so if you'd like to head over and like me on Instagram and Facebook as well, I'd be very grateful. You can find me at Alana's Nails, both for Instagram and Facebook. and thanks again for watching. Bye.